Our next speaker is Professor Amahl Bishara from Tufts University and a Lexington resident.
Thank you, Toby. Thank you to all the incredible organizers who made today possible. I'm so proud to be a Jumbo today, following a Tufts student, and proud to be standing with you all here today as a Lexington resident. As a Palestinian American, the last 2 years witnessing genocide have been incredibly difficult. Yet I've found in our community here in Lexington a renewed sense of connection to people who share my commitments to social justice, and also to people who, even if they don't share exactly my view of the world, recognize the dignity of my family and our Palestinian heritage. Thank you. The racism of this regime, the ways in which it's undermining our future by tearing down the glimmers of possibility that people have worked so hard for in climate policy and refugee rights, the ways this administration threatens an independent judiciary and free expression. These are outrages and threats to us all. Still, my family has found not just solace but also strength in small ways here in Lexington. We still have a robust social justice curriculum here. Woo! Teachers and staff have given my children the chances to talk about their multifaceted identities and perspectives on justice in ways that matter to them. This fall, that feels like no small feat. I'm also a professor at Tufts University. Universities across the country are facing new challenges every day, from an administration that seeks to extort our institutions of higher education. Trump is trying to defund science, enable discrimination against trans people, and entrench white privilege. He's trying to divide our university communities, but it isn't working. This week, we've seen universities like MIT, Brown, USC, and University of Virginia say no to this administration's base attempts at control. Higher ed is one of the front lines of this struggle for fundamental civil liberties today, as we saw all too chillingly when Rumeysa Ozturk, a student at Tufts, was abducted by plainclothes, masked ICE officers as she was on her way to a Ramadan iftar. What had she done? She had co-written an op-ed in our campus paper, calling on the university to respect student votes in support of Palestinian rights. Calling for an end to war crimes and genocide is an obligation, not a crime. Thank you. Yet across the country, she and other brave students spent many weeks in ICE prisons, far from their home communities. The Trump administration thought they could threaten us all by taking away their freedom, but the week Rumeysa Ozturk was detained, Somerville came out in force to say, "Hands off our neighbor." And the American Association of University Professors and the Middle East Studies Association have stood up for their members and for the vitality of our university communities. As a result of their work, in a landmark decision last month, a federal court found that non-citizens present in the United States had the same free speech rights as citizens. Woo! This victory is a profound reminder to me that we have the institutional tools and the bravery to get through this crisis in our democracy. We have always relied on each other to create and maintain the right to expression upon which this country is founded. Today we have to show that work every day in our campuses, in the street, in our neighborhoods, in meetings, and to our elected representatives. I grew up seeing through my parents the potential of this country. When my Palestinian father came to this country, he became a journalist. He carried press passes to the State Department and the White House, working for a small Palestinian news outlet. Now, new restrictions prevent Pentagon journalists from the core work of journalism. This week, dozens of journalists walked out of the Pentagon and turned in their credentials in protest of these restrictions. They show us, again, our free press, our access to information from our government is worth fighting for. So I am so proud to be here today with my dad, who long ago showed me the best of what American civil liberties can be. I'm here today to show the administration that we cannot be silenced, that we recognize the dignity of all those in our community and of people around the world. People must not be snatched from their schools, their jobs, and their families to makeshift prisons in the Everglades, or in Louisiana, or in Burlington. I'm here for the dignity of Palestinians, too, who have had the determination to stay in their homes despite the failings of U.S. policy. I'm here to say that we value the voices of those who advocate for justice and that we reject the administration's attempts to trample on the rule of law. I'm here for educational excellence, for workers' rights, for faculty governments. I'm here for the small democracies and this big one, for our children, for our generation, and the next one. Thank you so much for being here today.